Today, Trish from the Cadbury kitchen is joining me, and she literally has the best job in the world. You get to create chocolate recipes every single day.
That's exactly right.
Some people would be like, oh, I wish I had that job. So what are you going to be cooking for us today?
Well, it's something that's really, really easy. It's a recipe that's on our Cadbury Kitchen website.
Okay.
And it's the ultimate rocky road. So it's a rocky road with a slight twist, and it's dead easy to make.
Fantastic. And so the chocolate we're going to be using today is not like the chocolate. Usually when I think Cadbury, I think chocolate bars and ready to eat. But here we've got the baking range.
That's exactly right.
Which is nice to use.
We have a terrific baking range that's on the market now. We've got the baking chocolate blocks, so we've got milk and dark and white chocolate blocks, as well as melts and also chips. So it's got the whole baking range covered.
Yeah, okay.
The first thing that we need to do is to melt the chocolate. So we need a block each, so 200 grams each of milk and dark chocolate. We just need to break that up. Breaking it up into pieces or pips is going to help it to melt evenly.
This is nice and easy to break up too, isn't it?
They are. They're a little warm, which is good.
What are some of your tips when melting chocolate?
Well, I think you just have to be careful that the heat is not too sort of fierce. That's why we usually would melt chocolate over simmering water, which is what we're going to do.
Okay.
It's like if you were doing like a custard or a creme caramel in the oven. You don't want to give it too much heat so that you're going to split it. That's right. Yeah. So we just melt it gently over the simmering water.
Sorry, I'm a bit slower than
you. Come on.
Well, I don't work in the Cadbury kitchen, so
That's right.
maybe you should give me a job there.
I'm an expert chocolate breaker upperer. What we've done is to put that in a nice clean bowl, and in fact the best way to melt it is either in glass or a stainless steel bowl, and use a metal spoon. Okay. So we just allow the steam to melt the chocolate down nice and evenly.
All right, Trish, well, we'll wait till that melts and becomes nice and glossy.
Won't be long. Pretty good now. That's all melted through nicely, and you can see it's beautifully glossy and it's silky and smooth, which is just what we want.
It's ready to eat now for me.
Just pour it down, you think? Okay, we can actually take that off the water now. Okay, so what we need to do is just combine together the standard ingredients I suppose you'd normally find in a rocky road. We've got the Pascal marshmallows, we've got some roasted peanuts and some cherries. But the first thing we need to do with these is actually hold a few of these back, because we're going to sprinkle a couple of extras on the top so it looks nice and pretty.
To garnish it,
Yep.
So we've got here, these are glacé cherries.
That's right.
Yep.
I think that you have to have the marshmallows, otherwise it's just
definitely
not rocky road. The extra that we're going to add is some shortbread biscuits, which are just broken up really roughly. So it's almost a bit like a hedgehog in some respects.
Yep.
Just roughly break them, and then we can add all of those ingredients into the melted chocolate.
Okay, I can do that for you.
Sure.
Straight in?
Yep.
This is actually just really, really easy to do, isn't it?
It's very easy.
Pop those in. And unsalted.
Unsalted, roasted.
Roasted. And the marshmallows.
That's it.
I like doing a recipe like this when, you've got to take a gift to someone instead of bringing a bottle of wine all the time. A little dessert like this is nice because it's like a little treat, isn't it? You can wrap it up nicely and...
absolutely. Well,
even at Christmas is very popular too.
It also shows that you've thought about it, I think,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's all combined. So that needs to just go into a lined tray.
So just some grease-proof paper, and I love how you've done this because it makes such a difference. You've just, on each corner, you've just sliced with the scissors, cut that so it sits nicely in that, nice and snug in the tray.
Just, mited the corners, so...
don't take it all out, I might need to lick that
all
roll later.
It's just a little bit left there for you, my friend.
Thanks, Trish.
Okay, so just spread that out so that it goes right into the corners. Lots of chocolatey deliciousness. And then lastly, just so that it's got a little bit of colour on the top and it looks sort of a little prettier.
Yeah, it looks very festive.
Yeah, absolutely. Lastly, and there we go.
Great, so where does this go now?
Because there's no actual dairy component, it will actually set at room temperature. It'll take a little while, so if it's a hot day, naturally, it could take a little longer. it can go straight into the refrigerator if you like.
Okay. Well, we can leave it room temperature today, can't we?
Sure.
And how long will that take until it's nice and firm?
Maybe an hour or so.
All right, well, we'll leave this on the bench. We'll wait an hour and then we can slice it up and start having a taste.
Okay, so the Rocky Road is now set really well. So we can just pull it out of the pan and then get ready to slice it. And when it's cold, it makes sense to just have a nice warm knife.
Yeah.
And you'll find if that knife is warm, it won't shatter.
And especially when it goes through all those marshmallows, you don't want it to stick and
That's
you want it to
right.
stay exactly the way it is. Yeah.
Okay, so you can just... And then we might come a long ways. Delicious. Now, Rocky Road is one of the most popular recipe searches on our website, on Cadbury Kitchen's website.
Well, it must be good then.
It is.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go. I'll pull them out for you. And that will just slip straight off.
Look
there.
at the inside of that. You've got the biscuits there and the peanuts. Yum.
You can see all the pretty colours.
Tell you what, Trish.
But of course, there are a lot of other beautiful slices on the website, and there is also a delicious Rocky Road cheesecake that you might like to try too.
Well, now I know how to do this one. I can do the next one.
Absolutely.
Trish, my dad's favourite thing in the world is Rocky Road. He's going to be so jealous that I get to have this whole slab to myself. No, we'll share.
Maybe not at one sitting.
Oh, thanks for showing us how to do that, Trish.
Pleasure.